Just on another issue too, Malcolm Turnbull turned up in Canberra. That's a bit unusual. He certainly sort of stepped out of the fray after the Wentworth by-election loss, particularly after Scott Morrison won the election in May. He's kept his head down, but he's out there on the issue of the Republic alongside Labor. Now, a number of Liberals texted me and said, well, anything that Malcolm's for, we're now against. So I don't know that he's winning votes from the Conservative side of politics. But James, a big push, and the former Prime Minister and the opposition leader look to be capitalising on discontent with people like Prince Andrew and others. Let's have a listen. I think we've got a grab here from Malcolm Turnbull about remarks he made in relation to the Republic.
How crazy is it that we say a member of Parliament or a senator can only be a citizen of Australia because we want to have that undiluted singular allegiance to this country and this country alone, and yet our head of state's first allegiance and that of her family plainly is overwhelmingly to the land of their birth, the United Kingdom.
What do you think of this latest push, James? What's the chance of success?
Zero. What he's proposing is that people be compelled, or we have a plebiscite essentially on whether or not what form of model we should go to if we have a republic. I hate the term "the republic." They always put they always make it a definite article as though it's just going to happen one day. So the idea is we have this debate, and then it's put to the people whether or not they want to go with this model versus retaining the constitutional monarchy. There's no guarantee that if the model that they adopted, that the people who were disappointed about not getting the model that they wanted through the plebiscite wouldn't then turn around and vote to keep the monarchy. What Turnbull's talking about is trying to get around the problem that they had last time we had a vote on this, which was that the model that was put up, a whole bunch of the Republicans didn't like. And in the 20 years since that, no one's come up with a way of getting around this problem. I mean, at least in this case...
This was the Labor Party policy, James, at the last election, and it's a canny way to get around
No, it wasn't actually, not quite. No, it's not
quite.
Labor policy, Turnbull had it around the other... They had it around the other way. They had it around the other way.
They wanted a plebiscite.
They wanted a yes-no vote first.
Yes, but they wanted to be able to have basically Australian agreement on just the concept republic or not, and then have the fight about the model in the hope that would become persuasive, and so that Australians couldn't resist whatever the model might be, that they would then almost have set the sail on that we're going to have a republic, so now choose the model.
But what Turnbull's proposing is the opposite of what Labor had. Labor wanted republic monarchy first and then model, which was essentially the Brexit vote disaster. What Turnbull is saying is, no, have vote on model, then have vote on monarchy. It's around the other way.
Right, we'll have to leave it there. I don't think... I agree with your sentiment at zero at this stage. Renee Valaris, James Campbell, thanks for your time tonight.